All right, so final half hour of my time here on WMAY on this Friday the 13th. We took a ton of phone calls all of the 7 o'clock hour into this hour, and greatly appreciate all of the kind words. Holy cow, you guys blow me away. But I got to say goodbye. You know, sometimes it feels like I'm just talking into the wilderness and just sharing content and breaking down news items. And occasionally I'll open up the phone lines and hear from you guys out there, which is really just incredible to be part of. And it's heartening to hear how many people are impacted by the work I do. It's hard work. It's tough work. I'm not digging ditches or anything, but there are times where I'm running around the Capitol trying to interview people who don't want to talk to me. I'm asking tough questions to powerful people and billionaires, and getting those answers in, and it's tough work at times. But let's hear from you at 217-629-7970. Good morning. You're on WMAY.
Good morning, Greg. This is County Board Representative, former Alderperson Sam Canman. And what I'm wondering, Greg, who's going to do the council roundup now that you're leaving WMAY?
Yeah, I don't know all of the particulars on that. It's a great question. It's big shoes to fill because obviously there's a lot of work that goes into that to be able to get it on the next morning at 7 o'clock in the morning, the day after the council meeting happens. So, yeah, I'm not sure. We'll obviously be paying attention to see how it happens. I might have to give somebody a tutorial, but yeah, it's a valuable program, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's amazing how you put that program together so quickly. You did great work, and you did great work on your show. I mean, just like a lot of people said, you call shots as you see them. You're not sticking to some particular conservative, liberal, whatever. So I really appreciate the work you've done. And how's your running?
Sam, the past few weeks, I want to say the past month or so, I have been hitting it hard, at least once a day, trying to get at least once a day where I'm stretching and I'm running more. And I do want to encourage people. Listen, I lost like 100 pounds more than 10 years ago training for a half marathon. And that was really life transformational for me. And for my wife, Megan. No question. She was along for the journey as well, and also getting fit and active. Then, life happens, things happen, and you get put on, and you're doing too much, and you can't work out as much. So I tacked on some more of that weight, so I could possibly lose a good 50 more pounds here. But I tell you what's incredible is when you do, fall off the wagon, then you get back on. It takes about 2 or 3 weeks of constant hitting it, to where then all of a sudden after that third week or so, you're like, this is great. I need this. This is an everyday thing I've got to keep doing. So I would encourage people to get up and then get active. How about yourself, Sam? Are you still running? Are you still being active?
My running has gotten a lot worse, but I do a little bit. I'm trying to keep my back as straight as possible. I've got a problem with that. But what about now that you're going off the show, you should have time to prep for a marathon. Are you planning to do a marathon?
I don't know about a marathon. We'll see about a half marathon. And I've got one of my buddies, Mark, saying, yep, it's time to hit that half marathon again. We'll see. That's a question I'll have to, save for another time, but we shall see.
You're still working for the Illinois Policy Institute?
No, that is that's been long separated. Oh. I work for Franklin News Foundation, which is a nonprofit, and we have the Center Square. We have Illinois Radio Network. We just took on Blue Room Stream as well, and that's completely separate.
Okay, well, at least you'll still be in the news business. So
I'm still in the news business, absolutely. So I appreciate the call, Sam Canman. It's good to hear from you. I got more calls coming in at 217-629-7970. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Greg. I'm so glad to hear that you're going to have more time for yourself, and basically what you're doing here is this is your first step on a long journey to becoming a gentleman of leisure. You're going to have time to relaxing, hang with your wife, all that stuff. And that's a good thing.
So I guess the first question is from one gentleman of leisure to someone who's about to be a gentleman of leisure. What kind of smoking jacket should I get? Should I wear loafers or sandals, or what kind of attire do I need to acquire?
Well, I'd say right now I'm in sweatpants. I got my sandals on with my socks on, of course.
Oh, no.
And then just a regular T-shirt. And then usually I don't really much wear a smoking jacket. I'll have a robe, from shower back to my sweatpants and.
So hold on a second.
Whatnot.
Are you saying that in order for me to become a man of leisure, I have to wear socks with my sandals?
Yeah, and that's the kind where your toe, the big toe goes around the thing, so you look like some kind of Japanese samurai.
Oh, my
Well, that way it keeps the sandals from falling off.
Oh.
Oh, I get excited about it sometimes. It's like, man, what, you got a wedgie in your toes there? I was like, yeah.
No.
Yes, I do.
No, I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can wear socks with sandals.
Well, it's a long journey, Greg, and you will one day. Want to keep your sandals on as you're shuffling around the house or shuffling to the store or whatever you got to do.
Wherever I'm at, right? All right. I appreciate
I would say
that.
invest in fine wines and whiskeys, and of course, very good beers, and then eat pretty much whatever you like.
I think I'm going to hit this.
Bad for you.
I'm going to hit this donut that's just patiently awaiting. It's a Boston cream, and I got a fresh cup of coffee, so I'm going to be hitting that after
there you
the
go,
show.
Buddy.
Right on. All right, man. Appreciate it. Yep. Springfield's Morning News on 92.7 WMAY. Who's going to be the last caller? Or is it just going to be me saying goodbye in the last segment? We shall see. Stay tuned. It is Springfield's Morning News on WMAY. Well, it is the final segment of my time here on WMAY. I'm Greg Bishop, and you can chime in if you want to be the last caller, 217-629-7970. My email is absolutely flooded right now with people wanting one of these patches, and I promise I will do what I can to get it to you. Of course, I said the first 50 are going to get email or get a patch if you send me an email with your physical address. Well, we'll see how many more I can squeeze out. I've got a few more, so we'll see how many I can get. But if you want to patch, be sure to email me, bishoponair@gmail.com. All right. A lot for me to say. I definitely want to thank a ton of people out there. Of course, you guys for waking up each and every morning. The positive messages I get from emailers all throughout the day saying you're doing a great job. We love the show. We love staying informed. You're fair. You're direct. You're knowledgeable. You put the work in. It shows. Really, and I want to thank as well, most importantly, my wife, Megan. She's had to put up with me being a radio guy for years now. So again, I thank everybody for just supporting me. It really is a fuel to my fire. There's no question. While I'm done on WMAY, I continue on the Center Square, on Illinois Radio Network. You'll likely hear some of my reports on WMAY from Illinois Radio Network as the job over there continues to grow. It's blown me away as to how much, when I was recruited to start a program, a radio-focused news operation focused on State House news, going out to radio stations across the state of Illinois, it's blown away. I'm just absolutely floored as to how much it's expanded since then. We're talking, back in 2014 when that happened. Now that's turned into the Center Square, and it's not just Illinois; it's across the country. So that continues to grow and expand. So I gotta focus my my attention on that to make that as crisp as possible to get you guys what you need. So, got 3 minutes here. I'm going to blast through these phone calls. Good morning. You are on WMAY.
Well, we are glad to see you going someplace and enjoying life. We're sad to see you go, but I have a challenge for you to come back in about a month and let us know how you're doing.
All right, we'll see if I can make that happen. I'll definitely maybe make a guest appearance every once in a while. Who knows? I did offer up and say, hey, maybe, I do a fill-in spot every once in a while. Who knows? Good morning. You're on WMAY.
Dude, I had no idea you were leaving. It kind of just set me a little bit.
Sorry to hear that. I didn't mean to.
That's all right. What are you doing? What are you doing full time now? You're gonna.
Full-time, I'm doing what I've been doing full-time. This has been my part-time gig for people who didn't know that. Right? So full-time, I continue with the Center Square and Illinois Radio Network, and that just continues to grow and expand. So I've got to focus all my attention on that. I can't come in here for 3 hours every morning, plus the hours that it takes to show prep and to organize and to schedule and to research and to do all the other stuff that requires such a show like this. So really for my own sanity.
You're making excuses. That's terrible, Greg. No.
Yeah, all right. I
Says the
appreciate
guy
the
who
call.
doesn't do it every day.
Well,
Have a great one,
we'll see.
buddy.
I appreciate it. 217-629-7970. We'll see if don't make that be the last call. Come on. A dead phone line? Give me a break. All right, let's go to this one. 217-629-7970. Good morning.
Good morning. I feel your last caller should be your wife, Megan. But
She's working.
okay, all right. Well, I'll tell you what. I've only been around since 2018, but you're the reason I've stayed around this long. So I appreciate everything you said, you've done, everything you represented. I think you're a great middle of the road, even person when it comes to dealing with everything you deal with. I thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, well, guys, listen, I got another phone call coming in, but that's all I can do because we are plumb out of time. Follow me anywhere. Just search Bishop on Air. All right, all one word, Bishop on Air. If you want a patch, email me, bishoponair@gmail.com. I'm still going to be producing content on the Center Square, so regular news reports there. But also, you've got the YouTube channel you can continue to subscribe to. We'll continue to track gun legislation and litigation. We'll continue to track what's going on at the Illinois State House. So obviously, you can still stay tuned and be plugged in with me. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. It's not the last you're hearing from me, I promise. All right? But I got to get some sleep. Love you guys. Love each other. Love life. All right?
From the Fly SPI studios, take the easy way out. WMAY FM, Taylorville, Springfield's News and Talk is